Well, it is New Year's Eve. And of course, New Year's Eve is my birthday. So I am 52 years old today. So happy birthday to myself. But anyway, yes, it's New Year's Eve. It's a week after Christmas Eve now, 6 days after Christmas. And I want to talk a little bit about how Christmas went. For me, it went pretty good in terms of eating clean and not eating bad stuff. So that was a good thing, right? I did have a couple of pierogies, which are in dough. It's like you have farmer's cheese inside a dough. So I did have that little bit of dough on Christmas Day. But other than that, everything was very, very clean. I had ham, I had prime rib, and kielbasa, along with those two pierogies. So very good day for me. And a couple days after that, still good in terms of my eating being clean foods that I would normally eat. Here's the difference that I've noticed, and I'm kind of interested if other people have noticed this too, even if they ate clean. Coming into Christmas for a while now, I've been mostly eating once a day, sometimes twice a day, and doing a lot of different fasts, 48 or 72-hour fasts, where maybe I'll do one in a week. So I'll do like, let's say a 72-hour fast and then eat each of the rest of the days of the week, right? And since I kind of got to a day or two before Christmas, um, I kind of stopped the fast at that point. Like I wasn't going to do another fast, which is fine. I expected that I'd do fast, sometime after Christmas. But it's been really hard going back to normal eating for me, even though I'm still eating the same foods basically. Maybe it's not quite as fat. There's not quite as much high fat. Maybe that's why. But I've been eating multiple times a day, like 2 to 3 times a day instead of 1 to 2, and haven't been able to get myself to even think about a fast yet at this point. And I really think that a lot of it probably has to do with not as high fat, even though there has been prime rib in there. Um, just if the cut wasn't quite as fatty, maybe that's part of it. But also, I think it, just some of the other food, the kielbasa, the ham, they're not quite as um, fat content as like I would normally do, where I'd have beef and I'd have, whether it was New York strip with the fat cap that I had cut onto it, or if it was rib eyes or whatever, that maybe burgers, ground beef. If I'm using like 70 or 75, 75, 25, let's say ground beef, that is a little bit more fat content. And maybe that was helping to keep me fuller longer period of time, where the food that I've been eating here the last few days has not been. So it's actually about a week now, and most of that food is gone now. So I'm kind of getting back on track. As a matter of fact, just the other day, I did have a steak, a good sized New York strip steak like I would do in the past, and had some salmon with it. So that was pretty good. But I did eat twice that day. Uh, so I don't know, but that's the biggest thing that I've noticed. So even though I've been really good about the type of foods I'm eating, and that I'm still eating carnivore based foods and didn't fall off track this year like I had in some of the past years at Christmas time, I still am finding myself um, just in a little bit of being off track, in the sense of that I'm eating more meals per day and probably not eating as much food in one setting. Maybe that's part of it as well. Um, and then, not really doing any type of fasting that I have been doing. And I think, as I think about it here and I talk about it, which is another good reason for doing videos like this, because sometimes you talk about things and you kind of realize some things. And I think that one of those things that I realize here is that I haven't been eating like I normally do to full satiety, right? Um, I eat like whatever I put on my plate, and then that's been it, and hasn't necessarily filled me up all the way. And maybe I was thinking like, well, it's a pretty full plate, that should fill me up. But again, maybe with the fat content not being quite as high. So what does it tell me? First of all, it tells me is I probably do need to continue to eat a pretty good high fat content of food. Um, and for me, it really matters. Maybe for some other people, it doesn't matter as much, but it does for me. So that's something that I definitely need to do. And I think that I need to get back to what I'm comfortable with, what I do all the time. And that's pretty much eating mostly beef and nothing else. Occasionally I'll have something else like a salmon or shrimp or something like that, or chicken wings or something, but most of the time it's just pretty much beef and maybe some eggs. And that's what I need to get back to doing. So that's what I'm going to do here as we head into 2026 here. Um, Again, it's New Year's Eve. I hope you all had a great year in 2025. And I hope you're all looking forward to having a good 2026. I hope you all have a great 2026. I hope it starts out really well for you. And, remember, no matter what has happened over this holiday season, you only fail when you don't get back to it. So if you did have rough times over the holidays here, that's okay. Get back to it right away. Right now is a great time to start, and just keep going. And as long as you never give up, you keep going, then you never fail.